Now here's more bad news for Miami. The rebound advantage is 11-5 Chicago, and Rodman hasn't seen action yet. And Salvatore makes that call on Pippen.
Good strong move by Alonzo into the middle of the paint. He's using his quickness to get by Longley.
All right, Craig, 9 points on 4 of 8 shooting thus far. Alonzo Mourning back at the line. Rodman with a new do.
I think he had to go to the blonde. It's a little bit mellower color. He was kind of hyped up, too many amps on that popsicle look of game 1 and game 2, and was ejected.
Here's Kerr into Rodman. And another three-pointer for Michael Jordan. Michael Jackson? I don't think so. We did this the other night, didn't we? Mourning and Rodman.
Well, Vern, you're talking about two of the most aggressive physical players in the game today. Plus two guys that play with a lot of emotion. Bad combination to be guarding each other and playing each other against the low post. It's inevitable that something is going to break out and tempers are going to flare when those two guys play against anybody, let alone themselves.
Well, you saw when we came on the air, Mourning taking what he said was a joking poke with a towel wrapped around his fist at Ron Harper in game 2. In that same game, Rodman got his second technical and an ejection, and they get Rodman this time in the post. That's the second quick foul on Dennis Rodman.
Well, you know, I think Dennis's reputation precedes him. In the last game, there was a lot of double fouls. I think after the officials watched the film of game 1, it was evident that Dennis was the one who instigated most of the contact in those double fouls. So I think just on reputation, when they see guys flopping all over in the lane, they're not buying Dennis's act down low. And at the same time, Dennis, I think, feels like he's getting picked on. He's saying, hey, I've been getting away with this for 10 years. When I was with the bad boys, they never called this on me.
Second free throw now for Alonzo Mourning, and he's into double digits. Oh, dandy pass.
Beautiful two-man game by two of the best players in the game. Scottie Pippen wide open. How can you allow Scottie Pippen to roll to the basket? You've got to be conscious when Michael has the ball, and when Scottie rolls, someone needs to be there to pick him up.
Mourning goes by Rodman. 12 points for Alonzo Mourning.
Well, good play by Mourning. He's got to be aggressive. Dennis picked up 2 quick fouls. Dennis is like any player. He doesn't want to come out of the game after only being on for a few minutes. So good aggressive move by Mourning.
Jordan. Tony Smith is on the floor now for Miami and guarding him. Jordan with 14. Here's Kurt Thomas playing 2 fouls. And he gets his first basket since the first game.
Well, this is just part of being in the wrong place. Rodman does a good job boxing him out. Elbows are flying.
Mourning again guarded by Rodman, a tactic that worked very effectively in the first game. Rebound Chicago, and a foul called on Kurt Thomas.
Well, Alonzo Mourning takes Dennis Rodman in the paint right here. He's got a big size advantage on Dennis. He has a little jump shot right there in the paint. He throws it to Thomas, who's further away from the basket and more guarded. I think Alonzo needs to shoot that shot.
Feeds Longley. Rodman, how about that for a rare occurrence?
Well, that's great movement. They got the ball into Longley. They know he's not going to try to score. He is always a passer first.
A 14-point lead. 2 of those points just supplied by Dennis Rodman. Okay. Here's Mourning short. And Rodman and Mourning, and you think the officials aren't conscious of the potential for some damage. All 3 of them were in there. And Bavetta, Salvatore, and Elysiak.
I love those guys, Vern. They play hard. That ball is very important to Rodman and Mourning. You can see him. They're going to go down on the ground after the ball. Michael, cooler heads prevail. He stands up. He's not going down in the pile up with those 2 guys. Not with a bad back.
Pat Riley was talking about all the talking that's going on between the two teams.
Strange things happen in those piles. One time I almost got my finger bit off in one of those piles.
I remember that, and that's not the way the legend has grown over the years. Hardaway guarded by Harper. Here's Mourning. Dishes to Gatlin. Rodman with a rebound. That's his first rebound of the ball game. Rodman out on Hardaway. Here's Hardaway for three. Harper a little late getting there. And the rebound to Michael Jordan. Harper finds Rodman underneath. Reverse jump.
Transition defense again. They're not getting any offensive rebounds, and they can't stop them in transition. If you're getting some offensive rebounds, Vern, then you can have an excuse for not getting back on defense. But when you're not getting any, there's no excuse not to get. What's Walt Williams? He's hanging around way too long. Gatling's hanging around too long. Scottie Pippen does a nice little pick on Walt Williams right there. They got to get back on defense or get their offensive rebound.
Yeah, Jackson hasn't been exactly silent on the topic. Here's Hardaway with the runner off the glass. The tip is no good, and Rodman gets the rebound. But it's taken away by Hardaway, who finds Mourning and a hard foul from Pippen. A good foul from Scottie Pippen. And Alonzo Mourning will go to the free throw line. I also found it interesting this morning when we were talking with Pat Riley about the problems that Mourning is having. Here's the foul underneath. Alonzo Mourning we're talking about. And he said all of this is a learning experience. Saves this one, takes the jump. Mourning, got it! First rebound and the putback second rebound.
Well, he just happens to be at the right place at the right time. Nobody puts a body on him. Loose ball down on the ground. Got the good roll. And him and Rodman are tangled up again. That he tried to go by him off the dribble. That's usually when your back hurts the most, when you're trying to play defense. And they really haven't made Michael play much defense at all tonight.
Rodman coming back on the floor.
And Dennis has had a pretty frustrating series as well. Hasn't had the opportunity to start. Jackson's decided to go with Kukoc.
Alonzo, Pippen goes for the steal, doesn't get it. The rebound offensively. Corbin gets it. Mourning tries to keep it alive. Kukoc gets it for the Bulls. 19-point lead, under 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Rodman.
Oh my gosh. He's trying to smile, but he's in too much pain, Vern. They had a defensive breakdown by Miami again. Lack of communication. They both switched out on the perimeter shooter and left Michael wide open rolling to the basket.
Hardaway. He sensed Jordan coming from behind, and that's all he needed to bother him. Let's go back and take a look at Michael Jordan backing in.
Well, Hardaway and Askin switched off. I can see him switching off and double teaming Michael away from the ball, but that's the last guy you want to leave open. Askin tries to come over and help out, but Michael flips his back, flips it over his head. And you can tell he's in pain because that's a fun one to make. He usually has a big grin with the tongue hanging out after a shot like that.
23 points for Jordan on 10 of 21 from the field. Here's Judd Bushler off the mark. The putback is good from Rodman.
I don't know. I got to give him a shot attempt. I don't think that was a pass.
No.
It turned out good. Good play by Dennis Rodman, always hanging around the glass.
Judd and his wife, Lindsay, expecting their first child back in Chicago at any time. We are a multi-service business. We'll give you a report if it happens tonight. Final, New York wins it 81-76, so the Knicks sweep the Cavaliers. And if Chicago wins tonight, they will start Sunday night on NBC.
Loose ball on the Bulls, number 91, Dennis Rodman, his third.
Chicago trying to sweep tonight. New York is in. Atlanta game 4 tomorrow night. And a technical foul called on Tim Hardaway. 8 technicals in game 1, 3 in game 2. That's our first tonight. The lead is 25. We'll be right back.
The NBA playoffs, Pacers Hawks, tomorrow at 7 on TNT.
Dennis Rodman's erratic behavior has created a lot of pseudo-psychologists in the NBA who wonder, was he cuddled enough as a child? Is he possessed by inner demons? Should he be placed on medication? Those questions and a whole lot more in his new book, Bad as I Wanna Be. Why does an athlete change his hair color? Butt heads with a referee? Throw his jersey at game's end? Vern, Danny, I'm afraid it's going to take a lot more than a book to explain everything that Dennis Rodman does on and off the court.
Well, Vern, he gave me an autographed version of that book today in the elevator, and I'm going to have to leave it in my hotel room because I can't take it home to my kids.
You did. You took time from your third reading of War and Peace, however, to shoot through it, right?
Well, I read one chapter, and it's not my kind of book.
Did that involve another blonde, perhaps, who is not here tonight, and who did not sing the national anthem here tonight? Here's Corbin from the corner. Hardaway in and out. Bushler with the rebound. Gets it in the hands of Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan. 3:19 to go, third quarter. Foul is on Hardaway. That's his third. Well, Tony Kukoc has started each of the 3 games in the playoffs, and Rodman's minutes have gone down.
Well, it's gone down because of the starting assignment, and also gone down because of the foul trouble and the technicals and the ejection. And the greatest line of the week, I think, was Phil Jackson saying, "I'm not comfortable with Dennis from a mental standpoint." I think that's the understatement of the year.
Mourning backs in. Foul called, Rodman.
No basket. No basket.
4 fouls on Dennis Rodman.
Well, you can see Alonzo feels very confident going against Dennis down in the low post. A height advantage and a weight advantage. They double team him. He has no intention of passing that basketball. Good aggressive move by Alonzo.
Underneath. Alonzo Mourning on the feed from Tony Smith. And the lead is 18. Bill Wennington getting ready to make his first appearance in the ball game.
Well, they're trapping down in the backcourt. Alonzo has to rotate out to that open three-point shooter.
Palming the ball.
Watch Rodman try to grab Alonzo Mourning right here with his inside arm, trying to draw a foul. Always trying to lock you up, wrap you up, keeping Alonzo gets away with it once again.
That's only the second turnover tonight for Alonzo Mourning, who had 13 in the first 2 games. Jordan, a little too strong. Gets the putback, doesn't get the roll, and the tip from Bushler is good. Basket counts.
I think Dennis will opt for option number 2. But with Dennis, that's what's so great about him. His unpredictability.
That's for sure. 2:16 remaining in this one. 110-86. This one's in the books. Chicago goes to the second round.
But can I ask you about the Knicks already?
Well, it's going to be a tough series. You know, we realize what type of challenge they presented over us over the years. So, you know, we're looking forward to it. We like playing against competition. That's what's preparing us for the long haul.
Congratulations. Scottie Pippen carrying the Bulls to victory today. Let's go back to Vern.
Dennis Rodman's Sands jersey. Wonder if it went to that gal. Back in a moment.